Hello and welcome, future 7th and 8th grade students and parents. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Mrs. Beth Krutz, and I'm the proud principal of LaPorte Middle School. I'd like to thank you in advance for watching this presentation, and sorry that we're not able to meet in person. I'll begin by going over our program updates. Also, before we get started, I wanted to show you, this is a copy of our program of studies, and that was emailed along with this presentation. So as we go through here, there might be things that you want more details about, and they will be provided in that program of studies. But first, we'll begin with some of our program updates for the school year. We're changing our class periods to decrease from 8 periods to 7 periods, and that will allow us to increase our minutes from 43 minutes to 47 minutes. These longer class periods will allow our teachers to have more time to teach their subject areas. We'll also be increasing our passing periods from 3 to 4 minutes. This will allow students more time to get to class on time and also have time to go to the bathroom and get a drink as needed. To make these things happen, we'll be starting 5 minutes earlier. So now we'll have a look at our bell schedule for next year. Here you can see that we'll be starting at 7:35 instead of 7:40. So parents that bring their children to school will need to make special note to try to arrive earlier. This earlier start time will still allow for all students to have plenty of time for breakfast and getting to class. On here you can see the highlights for the elective periods. So in 7th grade, students will have electives during periods 2, 3, and 7. And in 8th grade, their elective periods will be periods 1, 4, and 6. So 7th and 8th grade students are never in elective classes at the same time. In the gray, you can see what time our lunches are, and then we have our advisory classes, the TA classes, either before or after lunch. And we've also made some changes to that program for next year as well. So we'll look at our teacher advisory program. That is another area where we increase the minutes. Next year, it will be offered 30 minutes rather than this year it's currently offered for only 14 minutes. Students today have so many different things going on that we really want this class to be a time for teachers and students to connect. We'll be looking at their social emotional learning through our Second Steps program about once a week. Another day during the week, we'll be looking at our Naviance program and using that for college and career readiness. Both Naviance and Second Steps will help students build their employability and social skills. A little difference between the two programs, in 8th grade, it's actually going to be for high school credit, where students will earn 1 high school credit in the course of preparing for college and careers. Currently, this is a class that our 8th graders take for a semester. We looked at that through this year and realized that we can better serve our students by offering this class during the teacher advisory program. And then with our 7th grade students, we want to really hone in on their digital citizenship. Students today have so many things going on in their digital lives. It's important for them to remember to be responsible with digital citizenship and always keep that at the forefront of their interactions with online media. So we're excited about the changes with our teacher advisory program for next school year. Now we'll go ahead and look at our courses that we're offering. Just like any other year, we'll have the courses in English, math, science, and social studies. Here you can see are some great pictures of our students interacting in their classes. Also, a little difference here for the middle school years is our English, language arts, and math classes. You can see here that we have our regular on-level classes, some honors classes, and then some high ability classes in the English and language arts. We have one class that will be a mix of 7th and 8th grade students that qualify for this area. Also, students will have an opportunity to take a class for their skills and strategies, and that is offered in both language arts and in math. If students are recommended and need to take these classes, they will have one less period of electives, and parents will be notified about these changes in their child's schedule. Also, with our math classes, one thing that's very unique is that any students in the lower grades that are ready to take algebra or pre-algebra will have the opportunity to do that as well. Now let's look at our electives. We are very proud of the quality and variety of elective choices we have to offer here at LaPorte Middle School. In elementary and at the intermediate school, students were able to sample a variety of electives to build background and awareness. In 7th and 8th grade, they begin to have choices. They get to choose electives, allowing them to explore their gifts, talents, and interests. The possibilities are endless. We'll first look at their fine arts classes. Here we'll look at our visual arts, and we offer general art for both 7th and 8th grade. This course will include drawing, painting, digital design, and ceramics. In 8th grade, we've added just a digital design class and also advanced art. Students who successfully completed 7th grade art will receive an email that they have been invited to take these advanced art classes. It will be the student's choice if they elect to take those. And then we have our performing arts classes, what we're very proud of. We have band, orchestra, and choir in 7th and 8th grade. And again, these teachers will communicate with their current students about taking these courses for next year. Now let's take a look at our career and technical education courses. Agriculture is offered in 7th grade as an exploratory class. All students who take this in 8th grade will have to be recommended, as this is a high school course and we want to ensure students are ready for this advanced coursework. For this, we consider their performance in 7th grade science and in agriculture if they took it in 7th grade, although it's not necessary to take 7th grade agriculture if you would like to take 8th grade agriculture. The other courses we have are business, information and technology, family and consumer science, sometimes called FACS, industrial technology, which is similar to a woodshop class. And then we also have our Project Lead the Way classes. In 7th grade, we'll be offering computer science for innovative and makers and green architecture. In 8th grade, we'll be offering medical detectives and flight and space. So we're excited about those new offerings as well. Then our health and PE classes, we'll use the same format they did this year with 12 weeks of PE and 6 weeks of health. The students have really benefited from this combination. In world languages, we offer Spanish. In 7th grade Spanish, it's an exploratory class and is only offered to those students that are exceeding grade level mastery in English language arts. In 8th grade, this course is for high school credit and will be offered to students who have successfully completed 7th grade Spanish. And again, parents, you'll receive an email if your child is allowed to sign up for exploratory Spanish or Spanish 1, but it is up to you to decide if you want to take that course. As I mentioned earlier, electives are a great time for students to explore their gifts, talents, and interests. These course offerings are designed to help students find their path. Our 7th grade students took a career inventory a few weeks ago, and our 6th grade students will be taking this soon. These inventories guide students to identify career clusters that interest them. Now I'll take you to that part of our presentation. Here we're talking about electives and how they connect. We have designed this area for you to explore career clusters and how they're connected to the electives we offer. Let's look at the career clusters. Here you can see all the different career clusters that students may have chosen when they took their surveys. If we look at finance, you will see these are the elective choices that will help somebody if they're interested in a career in finance, business and information technology, and family and consumer science. Also, if we wanted to look at another one, let's look at a career in arts. Someone who's interested in the arts should consider taking the following electives: any of our art classes, band, choir, orchestra, and innovative and makers are all great choices for someone interested in exploring a career in the arts. The last one we'll look at is transportation. If you're interested in transportation or distribution or even logistics, you should consider taking these courses: business and information technology, flight and space, and industrial technology. Those would be all great choices. As I explained, that the middle school is a time to explore. In high school, students will want to choose a pathway. Here you can view our elective choices and how they are connected to our high school classes. This section is called Bridge to High School. Once in high school, students will choose high school pathways to work through for graduation. Keep in mind that students choose in middle school will help them with high school decisions and possibly give them a head start also. But it's important to know that students will have plenty of time to take needed classes during high school. So explore and enjoy your middle school years. Looking here a little bit closer, you can see if you're interested in health sciences at high school, you might want to be sure to take family and consumer science or medical detectives in middle school. If you look at public safety, you might make sure you consider taking family and consumer science and medical detectives. But there's lots of choices, and I'll share this presentation for you to look over these at um, at your leisure. Now we'll come over to our last part of the section and look at some sample schedules. So I'll click on this here. And here's some 7th grade sample schedules. So you can see here, all the courses in white are the required courses, and the courses in yellow, orange, and green are electives that one student could choose. So you can choose any combinations of these. These are just to help you get a view of what a sample schedule could look like according to your child's interests. Now we'll move over to some 8th grade schedules so you can see these. And again, they're in white, the required courses, and then the electives that someone could choose are in the yellow, orange, and green. When it comes time for your actual scheduling, it is important to think about your career clusters, and we encourage you to take electives within those, but it also is not required. Soon we'll begin scheduling our 7th grade students and then move on to 6th grade students at the end of this month. Please watch for emails and look at our website for updates. Feel free to reach out to any of our administrators or counselors with questions, as we're here to help you in any way that we can. Once again, thank you for viewing this presentation, and we want you to know that at LaPorte Middle School, we are striving to create a learning environment where there's a love of learning, and we hope to do this by providing our dynamic and relevant curriculum. Thank you.